And I said to myself,
Wow.
did they not just announce Wembley freaking Stadium? This might be the most exciting time in wrestling since we go back to the Monday Night War era, where
Conrad,
it felt like every week it was a new record. Wembley Stadium, when you and I talked about this a few weeks ago, before everybody else knew, I said, dude, are y'all really running Wembley? And you candidly said, I don't know if it's the arena or the set, or maybe that wasn't even you, but somebody was like, it's the arena. And I was like, okay, well, that's still cool. But it's the stadium, Jeff. 91,000 folks. This is huge.
speechless was the word that a lot of folks, I mean, Conrad, me and you aren't ever on WhatsApp. Do you use WhatsApp?
I have it, yes.
Okay. That's all my British folks or international folks. That's all we do. That WhatsApp, bing, 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 bing.
Blew up. Yeah.
I mean, it blew up. And when I got up on Thursday, there was even more. It was, what a statement. I am super excited. You know, I think expectations, there's a lot that kind of goes into, I mean, the debate is on, but at the end of the day, Wembley Stadium, for the first time in, is it 31 years that there's been a wrestling event? And Wembley, I mean, does it get any bigger as far as stadium shows? Like,
No,
I
no.
mean, the Garden and, you know, arenas and just legendary. But 1992, that was kind of put on the map because it was a stadium show long before. And I know Shea Stadium, and I know all the historian folks that, you know, Comiskey Park, and there have been big outdoor, but in the modern era, it's you know, and I know Cardiff was gigantic, and look at this past weekend and so forth. I'm not comparing. I'm really not. I'm just saying AEW, 5 years in existence. What a statement. What a testament to our partnership with ITV in the market. The demand, we've partnered with Live Nation UK. Conrad, it's epic. The business, if you would have asked any of us a year ago,
Nobody would have called
Outlaw be doing a podcast coming off of the heels of the craziest 12, 15 months of his career, but segue from a $20 million WrestleMania sponsorship discussion into an AEW Wembley Stadium discussion. No way. No way.
By the way, Jeff, it's almost to the day. You know, that iconic SummerSlam 92 happened on August 29th. You're going to be there on August 27th. And I just want to add some context because, listen, that show, as the story goes, was not the success they expected on pay-per-view, because I guess it aired a couple days later here on the 31st. But let's just remind everybody, wrestling was in the toilet in 1992.
Oh my gosh.
The WWF had been wrought with scandal, steroids, ring boy. I mean, so much stuff happening in the 1992 era, and Hogan's not on it. I mean, there's so many things that are just different.
WCW was in the pooper, correct?
They were running show. They had live events in 1992 with less than 300 people there.
That's what I thought. I mean, comparatively, the whole landscape of
devastated. Yes. Nobody's making any money anywhere in wrestling. And they ran the UK, and they ran a pay-per-view. They didn't just get a filler show. They got SummerSlam, an established, iconic, landmark event. And there's 80,000 people there for it. At a time when WCW could get dozens. There's 80,000 here. It was unbelievable what they were able to do. And to know now that WWE didn't go try it again, but AEW is a step in the right direction. I think fans are going to turn out in droves. I think I really do believe you guys will draw more than 60,000.
Do you really?
I do.
Yeah,
I do. And I wouldn't be surprised if you pull out some big guns. I wouldn't be surprised if Goldberg showed up. I wouldn't be surprised if Mercedes showed up. I wouldn't be surprised if CM Punk showed up. I think this is going to be a major landmark show, and I'm really interested that it hasn't been promoted as being on pay-per-view. Don't say anything. I don't know anything. You might. I don't. However, the idea that this thing could be broadcast everywhere, maybe it's on an app, I don't know, like HBO Max, maybe it's on free TV, whatever it is, this could be a real landmark year for all of wrestling. To come off the biggest WrestleMania ever, now to have the biggest AEW event ever, wrestling is getting hotter and hotter than ever. And I think we all have one person to thank for that, and that's Jeff Jarrett.